auditions.
Turning to Come From Away for a second, the hands down the most popular question that was submitted was, what types of songs work best in the audition room for Come From Away?
Yeah, it's amazing. And everyone's gonna have a different answer to this. I'm gonna give you my answer, and then Aaron, I'd be curious what your answer is, because you might have an even better perspective having watched the process, because I think we've rarely cast Come From Away without Aaron. So for Come From Away, I do not appreciate or enjoy someone bringing in a really, really obscure folk song and singing it without accompaniment and showing me like what a great researcher of Newfoundland music they are. It tells me nothing. So my favorite thing is when someone brings in a song that has a piano part, ideally a song that I have a passing familiarity with, so that I can then have a point of view about things like tuning and interpretation and musicianship. I like to hear something that I like to hear contrasting options. Like, so it's great if someone's like, hey, I have a folk song that I sing in a mix. I also have, an upbeat rock song that I can sing in a full-on chest belt. I like to hear variety. Like, I'm always looking. I always want to hear someone, if they can, sing in a mixy place that can go higher, so I know what they can do up there, and then sing in a fuller chesty, belty place. When it's redundant, I get disappointed. Also, if someone comes in for Come From Away and sings a legit soprano aria, really not helpful. If someone comes in for Come From Away and sings a hard rock song with lots of like vocal fry and thrash in the sound, really not helpful. If someone comes in and does an old-fashioned Broadway character song, really not helpful. So like, I say, look at the tone of the show. You see that those people are singing in a fully voiced folk placement. They're singing rather naturalistically, and they're singing as real people. And there is a contemporary edge to it. There's nothing uber legit, but there's a lot of mixing going on. And so I'm looking for songs that show me that you can handle the vocal demands of the show. Way more important than your ability to find a song that could have been written for the show. That's, in my opinion, what we have audition cuts for. So I also much prefer someone to sing something they know really, really well and have experience with than to sing something that they think is just perfect for the audition. I'm trying to think of like, what are great audition songs for Come From Away, Aaron? Of course, I can pull up I keep notes on every actor I ever see. So I'm just gonna pull up my Come From Away.
I can't think of any specific ones off the top of my head, but the thing that from being in the room for basically all of the process from opening calls through, it's the songs that, it's not so much the song selection as it is how you sing the song.
Yep.
It's more about the vocal stylings and understanding what the voice does and Come From Away.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of really good, like, obscure folk songs work in the beginning process, but there's always a familiarity to them. Like, it's a song that is like kind of in the back of my head that I've heard before, and not a song that's so obscure that the melody isn't familiar to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the vocal stylings and not the choice.
I think folk is fantastic. The challenge, and I think it even asks for that. The challenges with that, and the thing to look at, is that a folk song generally has a really limited range. So that doesn't tell us much about that. And often the negative experiences I've had with the folk songs are when someone brings in a song that does not have piano accompaniment. And that just, doesn't have, but I'm just looking at like all the songs sung over the last several years, and someone sang How the Glory Goes, and that was great. Someone sang River Deep, Mountain High. Someone sang Fly to the Future from Vanities. Someone sang that Princess song. Someone's, any song from Man of No Importance is always helpful. Someone sang Telephone Wire. If you see, it's sort of all over the map. Way Back to Then. Breathe, songs from Parade, Songbird, like that was a wonderful choice. And Landslide for some reason happens all the time. But that just goes to show that it is, like Erin's saying, it's the way you sing it. And if you look at Come From Away, there's not a lot of solo singing. So there's a lot of solo talking. So like that's an opportunity to show your ability to communicate a lyric really naturally and honestly and without overacting. If you see the show, the cast is subtle. It's not a show that is about big, broad choices. And it's a show that has a ton of ensemble choral work in it. So looking for people who can do that and showing in the song that you sing that you have a voice that is going to be full and pure and blendable. And also that, that there's a sense of style. There's a sense of a contemporary ease, I would say.